You're scaring me, mate. What's up?
What do you think? Is it better to know something or not to know something? Is it better to let things be the way they are, or imagine if someone tells you something that changes something? What do you think? Is it interfering, or is that what a friend ought to do? You know you're going to have to tell me.
I guess you wouldn't want to hear anything negative against your best friend. But I do keep seeing them together, and last night was no different. I was having a drink with her, and he just sort of turns up out of the blue. They leave together, no story, no alibi. I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining things. I'm sorry, mate. I shouldn't have said anything.
They're having an affair.
I didn't. You know this.
I kind of knew they were having an affair.
Well, how long?
3 years.
3 years.
What's the message? What's the message?
Killing people.
Then they'll understand.
Killing yourself.
Then they'll understand what you're telling them.
But they don't, do they? They just... Oh. They just...
If enough people die, then they'll get the message.
No. They just call you a terrorist, or they just...
The terror is the message.
But they don't get it, do they? They just lock people up or pass laws.
If enough people did it, I don't really feel terror. I don't live in terror. If they lived in terror, then they'll get the message. Yeah, he told me to do it.
How?
What do you mean, how?
Did you hear his words?
It's the word of God.
No. Did you hear words? Did you, with your ears, something from outside of you?
I don't know how to describe this. Like, they came into me.
The words?
What God said?
So you didn't exactly hear his voice, no?
Look, it was, I don't know, like, it was in my heart. Like,
How does that work?
all I can describe it as is I was just praying about it. I don't know.
So, what's his voice like?
To me, what's his voice like? He's firm, yet kind.
Is he English?
What do you mean if he's English?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what you're hearing. Right? Does he sound like everyone else? Does he sound like us? Or is he does he say, hi Lloyd, you know, like, my words come through you and to you and all the other, you know, or you're not. Does he...
Come on in. Take a seat. Sit down.
It used to just be pain.
The memories of what happened to you as a child, Anne?
Yes, and all the things I wasn't allowing.
You'd...
Yeah, and now.
The analysis has stopped it from hurting?
Not so much stopped it.
As what?
Well, changed it into.
Changed it into...
Yeah, like transformed it.
Into what, though?
Oh, well, it has meaning.
Okay, so now you see where it's actually come from.
Well, yeah, partly that.
Okay, so now you understand where it comes from.
Well, sort of.
That helps you understand how it's affected the way you are.
Yeah, partly that.
Partly what?
Well, it has meaning now.
But what does that mean?
It doesn't mean something. There isn't exactly something it means. It's just...
Then what does that mean when you say it has meaning now?